What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. First of all, thank you as per usual for your unbelievable continued support on this series. It is still continuing to just blow me away how many views it's getting, how much engagement it's getting. You guys must be thoroughly enjoying it. EA have added a couple of new cool things. So first of all, Mummy Mayhem is there, which gives a 5k pack and a Shadow Chem Star. We talked about that yesterday, which is pretty good. But they added UCL group stages. So today we're going to focus on UCL group stages and trying to get this Jekko completed, because once we get these packs here as well, other than the Hunter, 3 more cool packs, and then the UCL group stages will give us a Prime Gold Players pack and a few other things as well. So that for me, going back to the grind versus chore thing from yesterday, that is more of a grind for me. I like it a lot. Now, I have already done one of the SBCs. I've done the UEFA Champions League marquee matchups. Very simple. I did it with items in the club. Wasn't really a problem. I can't do under the spotlight until we get some blue cards. So hopefully the 3 packs that we've got to start with is going to be quite good. A rare gold pack, a small prime gold players pack, and a premium gold players pack. I want 2 blues, obviously would be nice, just so that we can start doing the next SBC set. But obviously just getting anything nice would be good. So this isn't going to be a blue card. Oh, that was a weird white, wasn't it? If that was a walkout, I might have thought that was an icon. But no, no such luck. The rare gold pack, as per usual, horrific as far as packs go. We've then got a small prime gold players pack. So 6 items, 3 rares. Can we get a board or a walkout here? No, we can't. It's not a blue here either. So sad times. I just want one that we can start working towards. Oh, Navigator's not bad though. It's only a few. Oh, wow. Not even 1,000 coins for Navigator. That's wild. We get 2 Chinese league players in there as well. We'll try and sell them. Hopefully they'll go an open bid at worst. And then a premium gold players pack. Come on, show me that blue flare, EA. Let me get one of these cool cards. Or better yet, show me one of the... Oh, we got a border or walkout. Oh, it is a blue. Let's go. So we get our first UCL card. Colombia. Striker. Wait, who is that? Oh, it's Zapata. There you go. So actually, that's perfect, because now he's first owner, and we can score with him, which really helps for the objectives. Oh, 2 in there. Let's go. So we can put Boril into... Wait, I might actually try and sell Boril. Look, Zapata's up at like 8s and 9Ks. 7.5k there. What's Boril selling for? Boril has got over a K on bid for him. 9.7s, 9.6s. Do you know what? We'll drop him for 8k. If he goes, brilliant. And we... Oh my god! I didn't even see Sissoko in there. What a pack! What a pull! That's amazing. I'm gonna sell him straight away. He's like 35k. And that again is why I make so many coins on this account. That's 35,000 more coins, which is going to be super important for us, because we are going to be picking up Mbappe over the next day or 2. I didn't even see Sissoko in there, guys. Honestly, that is absolutely phenomenal. We get Izzo in there as well. And then Zapata is going to be super helpful. I'll tell you why. With regards to, I think that blue card sold straight away. He did for 8k. That's crazy. He's going to be worthless in just a couple more hours. Watch. In terms of the SBC that we've got, under the spotlight, you need 1 or 2 blues. You need 2 Champions League cards. Now, obviously, I'm not going to use Zapata. I would sell him, if anything. I wonder if 5k pack method. Oh, there's premium election player packs. 12.5k. 6 golds guaranteed. I'm gonna try one of these, because if you get even 1 blue, you have made multiple coins back. We didn't get a blue, so we're not gonna make coins back. That sucks. Yeah, that actually was a full-on mistake. I won't be doing that again. Maybe I will be. I don't know. But that blue card paid for it, didn't it? But anyway. Maybe I'll indulge in those because of that Sissoko. I don't know. It might be worth it. But in terms of the SBC, you need 2 blues. So I've got Zapata, which will now allow me to complete comfortably all of the UCL group stages. Just scoring 6 goals will get us 2 more, which I'll put those 2 commons into the SBC. The League of Lights is score using UCL players. I'll get that just scoring with Zapata. And champions is win 2 rivals matches using at least 2 first-owned UCL players in the starting squad, which I'll be able to finish once I get European Nights done. So that's an easy win. Do you know, I'm very tempted because of how valuable silvers do become. I think it's worth burning coins on these. Let's try one more and see how our luck is. I really do think it's worth it. Come on, EA, hook us up, man. Give us a blue. It's not a blue again. If you do get dead players the whole time, it's not going to be worth it. What do we get here? Oh, we get a Chelsea player. Is he selling for a lot? Not a lot, but not bad. And then it's just about how much you can make back off of these. So this card, you only need to make about 1,000 coins per card on average, right? And I think over time, you will be able to make 1,000 coins per card on average. I think because of how much we've grinded over the last few days and how much we made from Bronze Pack Method and the fact that I can even make more from Bronze Pack Method right now because of Turkish players, I think I'm interested in risking my coins on these packs. Won't be for everybody. Some of you might risk it and you'll just get blown out of the water and it won't be worth it. But we're already hitting above a 1k average per player that we're listing off of these packs. So we'll be making some of our coins back very comfortably. And Loughton looks like there's nothing under like 6k. Jesus Christ. Is he like a 6k card? 3k there. Wow. So yeah, we'll make some good coins back off of him as well. We'll drop him up for 2.5k. If he sells, he sells. And then I'll work on those silvers over time. But I think this guy might even be worth a bit. Yeah, look at that. We'll even get like 1,500 coins for him. So getting 1,000 coins back per card on average, 12 cards come in, 12,500 coins. It's worth it. In my opinion, it's worth it. Maybe it's not. Maybe you get bad luck or whatever, but it doesn't take much to get that good luck. What we're really specifically looking for is the blue cards. I was hoping that we'd start hitting some of these blue cards because it'd be good value. These guys I will deal with in time. This might end up being one of the biggest wastes of coins ever, but I will 100% take it on the chin. So yeah, no blue cards out the first 4. I don't have 12,500 coins, so I can't open a 5th. Borja Valero can go up in there. But what my plan was to check gold pack method with how expensive some consumables are, with how expensive some common gold cards are anyway, and the fact that you can get the blues in here as commons as well. Maybe, just maybe, it's a good way to make good profit. Now, Unal there, 800 coins. Maybe it's not. Maybe this is just a big waste of money. But again, we're looking to make 5,000 coins back. We're not going to make 5,000 coins back. Oh, maybe we are actually. How much is Unai Emery selling for? We'll make about 2,500 from the players. And Emery is selling for, nothing. Jesus. We'll try and get rid of him for 500 coins. Yeah, that definitely wasn't worth it. Once I get 12,500 coins, I am going to open that last 12.5k pack. As I say, I think it's worthwhile. But what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to go and work. Next section you'll see is me live again opening the packs, and then we'll show the gameplay for how I achieve the packs. But yeah, let's get into some more packs and some action. All right, guys, as we go into the gameplay, we have got a lot on today. Lots of grinding for that Scream Jekko. Fortunately, we do it in today's video. Well, all the online stuff anyway. We're just left with a couple of the offline pieces, which I'll take care of for tomorrow's video. It was a bit frustrating. We took a lot of losses. We end up dropping down a lot of skill rating, and it kind of almost enhances the reason as to why to just drop yourself anyway, right? Because on the way down, all I'm doing is wasting time. I started at like 1,650 skill rating. I ended at like 1,300 skill rating. And I played about 18 games in that time. If I'd have just quit a whole bunch of games down to 13 and then played my way up, it would have saved me a lot of time. Would have saved a lot of stress and hassle for other players and stuff. But hey, we did it anyway without purposely relegating ourselves. So quite happy with that. But we've got some comments from yesterday's video, of course. The first one is from Geordie Boy. He says, I started Hulk and he's been an absolute beast. Link him to Paulinho and Pep. I'm definitely interested in starting him or getting him into the team as a more permanent player. The times that we brought him on as a sub in these games, he was fantastic. He feels good. He obviously feels strong. Even though he's not got the greatest agility and balance, he feels quick and light on his feet, and he's got a beast of a shot. And he's one of those players, as I say, I feel like I'm just going to enjoy playing with, and I have already enjoyed playing with him during the game. So what I did this game here as well, by the way, I think I ended up losing this one 8-1. I went all out attack, constant pressure, and tried to let this guy know, hey, you had your 2 blues in, I have my blue in. Like, I want to let you know that we're trying to score goals here. It didn't matter. Look at how pressed up my team is here because I'm trying to go for goals. He didn't care. He stayed on one depth drop back. He continued to just score goal after goal after goal, even though after 5-1 makes no difference for the points at the end of the game, and he didn't complete any objectives. He just wasn't interested. He was just all about that, trying to just put goal after goal after goal away from me. So after I did it on one game, I thought, well, I'm not going to try that again, because if people aren't like paying attention and trying to do the same, then it would be quite irrelevant. So the next comment is a bit of a long one from Maurice. He says, hey Nep, love the Road to Glory for years now, appreciate the work, thanks for that. I would like to hear your opinion on a new aspect to FUT that has been a huge this year, but no one seems to notice. Because of no League SBCs and no Icon SBCs, and of course because of daily SBCs, which I love, almost every card in FUT right now is worthless. The 83s are under 1k, 84s are 2 to 3k, top cards like De Gea are not even 50k, Bernardo Silva, Hummels, and so on are way under 20k without SBCs I mentioned. This won't change. That means that you get way less coin value out of packs, no matter if it's rewards bought or bought packs. I think that this is a huge issue because soon we will all reach the point where we need at least 1 million coins to upgrade our teams at one position. The fact that since last year restrictions for the marquee matchup SBCs are not that harsh anymore, it's pretty unlikely that common gold from a specific league go to 10k. Sure, it happened to the Bayern players 2 weeks ago, but Bayern might be something different because they have not a lot of players that are only 3 golds that no one uses. For example, I'm in a spot right now with my team where the next upgrade would be Mbappe for Lacazette. That's 1 million coins difference. With the 283s and 184 besides the 30k for my usual gold finish, it will take ages. Am I seeing this wrong? Generally speaking, you're not. Generally speaking, the market is very, very low. I think even for the case of some of the top tier players, you know, the fact that Neymar is 900k and Mbappe is like 1.1 million, they are very low. And I wonder if this was by design from EA. I wonder if, you know, even when they do release some SBCs, there is so much supply of these low tier cards. And to be fair to EA, they haven't required extreme chemistry for some of the cards either, which used to put certain 82s, 83s, and 84s way up in price simply for the fact that, you know, that they were very important to chemistry. Because they haven't done that anymore either, we're in a position where there is just way too much supply of 82s to 85s, even 86s and 87s, and not enough demand to use them. This has a positive impact for casual players because it means that they can afford pretty much anyone except the top sort of like 10 to 12 players, right? They can't afford the Mbappes and the Neymars, the Ronaldos, Messis. They can't afford the Griezmanns or the Kantés or the Aubameyangs, but they can afford the Lacazettes and the Ben Yedders and, you know, like this team that this guy's got right here. Even with Eder Militao in there, this team is probably like a 25 to 30k team. And so for, maybe not with Ter Stegen in there as well, but generally speaking, the more casual player can now afford a better squad. Obviously for EA, they have to remedy that to some degree. Otherwise, as you say, it becomes less valuable to open packs in general. Because if you open a pack and you pack a walkout and it's, you know, Karim Benzema, for example, which we'll get to in a second as well, you're making about 15,000 coins from that. And as you say in your comment, that 15,000 coins goes almost no way to improving your squad if you've already got the best of the second tier of players. Like if it is, you know, if you already have, God knows, whoever it may be, Vertonghen and Alderweireld, or as you say, like Mats Hummels, and even cards now like Leon Goretzka. You know, we was selling him when we packed him for a whole bunch. Lucas, the 83, you know, Lucas Moura. We sold him for like 70k and 50k during the 2 attempts, you know, 2 times that we bought him. He's now down into the 30s. And that's the same for all of the players. Like Eder Militao, we had sold for like 25k when we sold him the first time. We'd bought him back for about 21k. He's literally under 10,000 coins now. And he's such a high tier player. And if we look at these, you know, the players that this guy's got in his team, for example, 88 Christian Eriksen, who is a top tier midfielder, he is going for 68k. That's unbelievable easier to achieve because of the sheer volume of rewards that are out there now. Not only do we have squad battles that most people are now taking rewards for because they're doing objectives which forces them into squad battles, not only do we have champs and rivals rewards, but because of the packs that EA are giving back from seasonal objectives and from milestone objectives, and because of the packs that we're getting from these just very regular small daily SBCs, it's really easy to accumulate 50, 80, 100,000 coins, buy a big player, accumulate another 30 or 40,000 coins, go and buy Lucas, accumulate another 40 or 50,000 coins and go and buy Rashford. I assume he's coming down a little bit as well. Yeah, oh wow, he's actually well under 40k on Xbox and well under 50k on PlayStation. So it's really easy to get these top of level 2 players. It's then very, very, very difficult, as you said, to try and pick up Mbappe's and Neymar's and stuff. And I wonder how EA are going to handle that. You know, obviously with the new icon swaps, and I talked about this once, and you're right in the sense of you say that it's gone unnoticed. People, like when we talked about dropping divisions to complete objectives, people had started, you know, obviously there, as I said in yesterday's video, there was a lot of animosity and a lot of just general debate about it. And some people were under the impression that I dropped divisions for icon swap tokens, which I hadn't. I'd done those already. For me, it was more about Ed and Dzeko accomplishments, right? And the problem with that, what people were saying to me was, oh, you know, EA are giving us icons now and you're still not happy. On the one hand, yes, they're giving us icons through icon swaps, but they have removed every icon SBC to the point now where they have taken away the opportunity for anyone to get any icon they want. And now not only are they deciding what icon you can get and where, they are deciding how many that you can get. So if you decide, oh, I want that Drogba, you now can't get any other icon in the game unless you go and buy them, or unless you open packs and pack them, which of course, as we all know, is going to be very slim. I have opened multiple top 100 rewards for squad battles and foot champions. I've opened all of my own rewards, loads of gold rewards and elite rewards for squad battles and foot champions, and we are still yet to hit a single icon from anybody's account. So they're seemingly super rare. And I don't know if this is by design on EA. I don't know if this is because for what's to come for the game is going to be that, you know, maybe different things are going to cause these player prices to spike. But right now there is so much supply and nowhere near enough demand, because even someone like Ousmane Dembele, who is a fan favorite this year, one of the most used players in the game, he is only 33,000 coins on Xbox and 46,000 coins on PlayStation. You can achieve that in a day of just grinding the game, you know. So the top players, in fact, let me have a look at the most popular played players here that we've got available in terms of games. Dembele, 46k. Moussa Sissoko, 33k or 20k on Xbox. Eder Militao, 10k. Nelson Semedo, 35k or 28k. Marcus Rashford is under 50 and under 40. Lucas is 45 and 35. Longley back down now, well under 100k on Xbox and 100k on PlayStation. Ndombele, the untradeable version of a card that we've got, is, you know, is one of the most popular players. Roussillon is the next most popular player at 9k. Goretzka is now 8k. Anthony Martial, one of the most used players, is 30k. Lucas Hernandez, the centre-back, is 30k. Serge Aurier is 16k. Like, the first most used player that is like really high valued in a regard is Frankie de Jong, one to watch at 274k. And so you can build an extremely strong, overpowered team for about 300 or 400k, which after already 2 weekend leagues worth of rewards and like 5 weeks of rivals rewards, 5 weeks of squad battles rewards, if you haven't got 200 or 300k at this stage in FIFA, even as a semi-casual player, you've done it a little bit wrong. And so it definitely closes the gap in terms of people's teams. But yeah, what the problem is now is if you get, let's say, you know, let's take an 88 rated card. Let's have a look at what kind of 88 rated card that we could be picking up here that you'd be like, oh, that's actually not that great. An 88 rated card right now: Hugo Lloris, 22k. Courtois, 23k. Handanovic, 23k. Edison, 23k. There's not actually that many 88 rated cards outside of that. Godin, 23k. PK, 22k. Cruz, 22k. And then it shoots up like Pogba at 400k, Sterling is at 120. But even Sterling at 120, that's relatively low value for such a good card. David Silva is 20,000 coins. So far, there's only two. Christian Eriksen that we looked at is 68k. Mane is 400k. Dybala is even at 90k. So there's like most of the 88 rated cards are 20k-ish. And so when you think about that, like how you could open a big pack and get like an 88 and an 86 and an 84 rated card, and you might only make like 35,000 coins from that. That is not even close to a notch on the bedpost towards an Mbappe or a Neymar or a big card. And it comes all the way back around to me thinking that so many of these SBCs, which we fortunately haven't done, have been largely overpriced. Lewandowski player of the month, even Harriet at 60k for an 86 rated untradeable SBC that isn't great. Instead of spending that 60k on Harriet, you are just better off going and buying a Christian Eriksen, right? And that is largely the problem again, is because it makes the SBCs that EA are putting out just even more worthless, because the counterparts that they have as gold versions this year are considerably cheaper than they were last year. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is 400,000 coins. Lewandowski is 170,000 coins. Why would you pay that many coins for a card that is nowhere, you know, that you could pay 170k for a player that is as good as or even better in some regards than Lewandowski? Let's have a look at his inform price, see what that's at. That's at 170k as well. So you could instead just buy the tradable Lewandowski and use that instead. So I don't know what EA's plan is, but yeah, you are absolutely right. The market is unbelievably low right now. I would say for me personally, I don't really mind it too much, just because I'm enjoying the general workings towards the bigger players and improving the squad. And for me, like I say, like I'm going to get Mbappe here probably tomorrow or maybe today. I don't know, but I'm going to get Mbappe instead of Neymar on this team, and then I'm going to start working towards like a Rafael Varane and a player like that, and you know, maybe Sergio Ramos back in the team and such. So 250k for Rafael Varane. It's going to take me a few, a week or so to grind towards with a couple of times of rewards. But it's nice that I'm able to work towards these mid-high tier players, or like the low-valued high-tier players like Lenglet, like Ramos, like Varane, without sitting here thinking, oh God, I've got to trade for a month and bronze packs for 2 weeks and sit there and pray that I get a lucky reward and stuff. It's not that deep anymore, because I'll just be able to accumulate those coins quite comfortably just because of the sheer volume of items that you get from the game this year. So it's definitely an interesting one to think of, and be interested to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Kardudaha says, hey Netman, loving the daily content, just wondering why do players feel the need to have to play at home? I never really played champs and really curious, thanks. So why people started doing it last year and probably the year before, it's because it was just a way to avoid each other. There just became this kind of known thought about, hey, if I play at home and you're also a great player and you play at home, the only people that are going to be playing away are the people that don't realize, and so they're probably lesser quality players. It's not an exact science. It was just a way to avoid top 100 pro players, elite tier players, without having to play them. So it was pretty much a way to just circumvent matchmaking. Sin and Jones says, Nep, if you were to design a casual mode for completing objectives, what would it be? DKT, Gold Cup, etc. What I really liked was the World Cup mode group stage, right? I love that because it was unseeded. I don't mind seeded tournaments. You know, draft is seeded, so when you're in the first round, you play against someone in the first round. When you're in the second round, you play against someone in the second round. But that typically benefits the better players, right? Because the better you are, the more likely you are to just come up against someone who's not quite as good as you in those early rounds. And then once you get to the semi-final and final, it's then about lucky matchmaking. But it doesn't benefit the lesser player, because if you're a bad player, the further you get, the more chance you have coming up against somebody who's actually quite good, so the less chance you have of winning. So I like unseeded events, right? So obviously in draft, I don't think EA can do it because there is prizes awarded to it. If you think how many bad players there are in this game compared to how many good players and how that scale would look, if EA didn't seed the draft, someone like me, who's not unbelievable at this game, but is an elite level player, I would probably win every single draft, because it would be very, very, very unlikely that I randomly match up against somebody who's very, very good. You know, if I was in the final and I match up against somebody who's in the first round and they're just a brand new player to FUT, they don't know what they're doing, and then that's my final, that wouldn't be fair. So I understand in draft why they don't do that. But what I liked, as I say, in the tournament mode, in the World Cup mode, is you play 3 games, you either got 0, 1 or 3 points. If you qualified, which you had to finish second or first to do so, you got a small reward, and that was it. It was fun. It was casual. It also offered you a small reward, and if you lost the game and whatever, it didn't even matter, like, because you could just restart the group stage if you wanted to and go again, or you could play it out and see if you could actually manage to get that reward. And so I would like to see something like that as a casual mode. I'd like to see not a tournament per se, but a league. So even if the EA want to make it like a 6-team league, so you have to play like 5 games, you play 5 games. If you finish in the top 3 or the top 4, you advance. You know, first place maybe gives you a bit of a better reward than second a bit of a better reward than third a bit of a better reward than fourth, fifth and sixth don't give you a reward. And that's how you count towards objectives. That way, you know, score a goal from across using Serie A players in 6, you know, Champions League games. Then all of a sudden now, because it's unmatched, unranked, it benefits everybody. The better players can do it quicker because they will come up typically against more lesser players than not. And for the lesser players, there is such a large pool of, like a much bigger pool of worse players than there are of good players. You are actually very unlikely to come up against somebody very good, and you're most likely to come up against people on that kind of low tier of the spectrum. And so I think it would just benefit everybody. That's just my perspective on it. Obviously, I don't know the logistics and the ins and outs of that, but that's kind of where I would go with it. The next comment is from Alex. He says, hey, Nep, loving the road to glory, man. Was just wondering what you think EA will do for next season. If you think they will time gate XP progress again, or do as you said and release it all on day 1 of season 2. I think they'll time gate it again. I don't like the fact that they do this. You know, what they're essentially doing is controlling what you can get and when. And as we've talked about many times, by time anyone gets to level 30, it's very unlikely, especially given what we talked about earlier with how low valued all the good card, you know, high rated cards are. It's very unlikely that anyone will actually be able to utilize any of those end players by the time they get there. So it's, for me, I wish they just gave you away, even if they wanted to release XP bulks different ways down the line, it would benefit me more if they gave you XP for playing games, scoring goals, winning games, drawing games, etc. So that even if I'm only picking up 30 to 50 XP a game, after playing 100 games, that's now, you know, a whole bunch more XP, you know, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 XP by just keep playing and playing and playing. But I could actually grind towards it at my pace as well. But that's where we are, guys. That is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.